In this video, we are going to be talking about combat in Monster Hunter Wilds. Mastering combat isn't just about smashing buttons, it's about control prediction and understanding the monster's behavior and know what your weapons can do. So you need to think ahead, plan your attacks, and not just only based on react. Whether you're using a big weapon or small weapon, everything just need a plan. In this video, I will be cover like how to bait monster attack, gain control over the fight, read the monster's pattern, and counter attacks or offset attacks, that's what they call in this game. So let's dive in. First thing first, you need to know your position. In Monster Hunter Wilds, getting hit is way too easy. Even if you are soul player like me, you have been playing a lot of soul game, you're gonna get hit anyway, unless you are super pro and you've been training on that specific monster for thousands of hours. But instead of taking unnecessary damage, what you can do is that use your mount to fly away from the fight arena and then just watch what the monster is doing. Let your cat tank the hit for 1 or 2 hits, and so you can see that what's the attack pattern is. Watch how monsters moves, how it attacks, and how long it takes before it resets. This is what you want to look for in this game. Pay attention to attack patterns so you don't just react, you start predicting. Every monster have a few attack patterns, usually around 3 to 4 attack patterns that they have. And once you've seen them enough, you can just start reading them like a book. Remember, you are Monster Hunter, not some mindless berserker smashing button until something dies. I mean, sure, you can play like that. Come on, immersion, boys. There's a reason this game is called Monster Hunter Wild, not Monster Berserker, whatever you want to call. And be careful, once the monster reached a certain health threshold, it changes to phase 2 or berserk mode, whatever you want to call it. This is where the most people are overwhelmed. Here's the trick: when the monster gets aggressive, don't panic and play too defensive. That's exactly what it wants. Instead, look at the punish windows. Right after a heavy attack, most monsters have a short recovery time. That's your moment to land strong charge attack or well-placed combo. If you only dodge and wait, you're missing out a massive damage opportunity, and you want to go always big damage. Now, let's take it further. You can control the fight. Have you ever noticed how monsters tend to repeat certain moves in a specific spot? Because they have a trigger zones. If you step into a certain range, they will use predictable attack. Take a look at this. I know that the monster will charge at me, and it always charges at me when I stay far away. I know that it's gonna charge to me. I then prepare my counter attack. When the charge comes, I release the button and then I just do the counter attack and then follow up with some big hits. This is how you manipulate the AI. That's how you control the battlefield. And likewise, if you step in front of the monster, it will lock onto you and commits an attack. And then when you back away, it will do another certain attack. And if you stand behind the monster, it will do like a back attack or a tail attack and so on. This is how you trigger the attack of the monster. So basically, you are not just dodging, you are baiting the monster into giving you free hits. So let's talk about dodging for a little bit. When you dodge, you're not entirely invincible while you're rolling. You do have the iframe, but don't expect the soul levels of dodging where you can just roll through everything. Instead, use the roll to change your position. If you don't have weapon in front of you, you can actually do the Superman dive. This one gives you more iframe than a normal roll. And don't forget to keep an eye on stamina when you dodge roll. Now let's talk about terrain. Use advantage from environment terrain. If there's a ledge nearby, use it. Jump onto the monster's back, go for a plunge attack, and then you can ride its back. Be sure to think outside the box. Can I do something else? There's a rock near monster. Let me climb up there and jump on him so I can ride on that monster and do the wound attack. Now let's talk about riding monsters or attack on monster's back. Use your ride and then jump on the monster's back. Now that you are on its back, shift your position while attacking. If you just sit in one spot and swing the attack like a heavy attack, the monster will shake you off really easily. Your stamina depends on that. Instead, hit it once or twice with a heavy attack. Watch for the monster's animation that it's about to shake you. Then move to a different part of its back or head, and then you can just continue your attack. Take a look at this. I'm on giant spider back. I hit it once with my heavy attack, and right before it tries to throw me off, I reposition. This way I don't lose stamina while dealing heavy damage directly to a weak point. And that's how you avoid being interrupted when you're on the monster's back. Now let's go deeper into a counter attack, or In this game it's called offset attack. So this is one of the most important part of the combat and really cool part of the combat. The thing is that it's all about timing with the counter attack. It's hard at first, but once you nailed it, you'll feel like a pro. There are 6 weapons that can do counter moves, and they activate only if the attack connects with the monster's attack at the right moment. The key is to charge or prepare your counter at the perfect time, like stay far away from the monster to charge your counter attack, and your counter will trigger automatically. And then you can just follow with the heavy attack for cool flashy stuff. Not only you negate damage, but you also hit back with a powerful strike. Let's be real, it looks insanely cool. Let's start with Greatsword. Greatsword is really easy. You just have to hold triangle and circle and then release it when you see the monster is about to hit you. For the hammer you need to perform 3 strikes, and the only third strike that does the counter attack. You can actually press and hold your third attack and then release it when the monster is about to hit you. And switch axe in axe mode is also really easy. Just press triangle and circle in the right moment and you will do the counter attack. Hunter Horn is a little bit harder since you need to be in advanced mode. And to trigger that mode, you have to do first triangle and circle, circle, triangle plus circle, and then triangle again. And then you can press triangle and circle and R2 at the same time to go for offset the attack. First you will do the swing animation and then trigger the offset attack once you hit the monster's attack at the same time. For heavy bow gun, switch to ignition mode and then hold triangle for a charge and then release it when the time is right. And then boom, you will counter. For insect glaives, you need to have full 3 extracts and then after that, press and hold circle and then release. Good thing with this is that you can actually move at the same time and then you just release when you see the enemy is about to hit you. The best way to practice this is to training arena. That's how you do the counter attack, or what they like to call in this game, offset attack. If you don't mind spoiling yourself a little, one of the best thing you can do before going to a fight is to look up the monster's weakness on Google and what status effect that works best can help you build your armor and weapon setup perfectly for the fight. This way, you are not just swinging blindly, you are dealing the most damage possible and tanking damage possible also. To wrap this up, mastering combat in Monster Hunter Wilds isn't just about hitting hard. It's about positioning, baiting attacks, prediction, movement, and experience basically. If you guys found this guide helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Drop a comment if you have a trick on your own or anything you want to share. I really like to know them. Thank you for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!